Hello and welcome to a very late week 7 results and week 8 predictions. Uh, Luckily, it was an international break. We will try and get better at getting these out earlier in the week. So, soz about that. As usual, I'm here with Chris and Darren.
Hello.
Good evening.
Chris sounds different. He is currently at lorry services. How you boys doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you, mate.
All good, mate. All good. Looking forward to the weekend's fixtures and seeing how awfully I've done on the last one,
The
which I can't
Premier League
remember
is
because it feels
back,
like
baby.
23,
We've all
24
missed it.
season.
It
Yeah,
does. Right, let's go through some results then and see how far Chris is going to extend his lead by.
mate, I'm not. I'm telling you. I sort of remember how bad it went from seeing the results, but we'll see.
So, Bournemouth versus Fulham was a home win.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
There's no way.
Oh,
There's no way. That was a
no.
Friday night kickoff. Oh, that was right. It
Oh,
was Fulham were winning. And then for the
yeah.
last 15 minutes, Semenyo just decided to be an absolute baller.
He
Get
just
two
wanted to
goals and an
go.
assist.
I have been playing well this season. Let's go.
Unbelievable. Right, second game. Leeds Spurs. It was an away win.
We win.
So
Let's
Well,
go.
Darren
that.
Should we just
Darren
end it
gets
here?
it.
Have a
What? You'll take
point
a
each.
draw. You'll just take
Yeah.
the draw with Chris.
We'll just take a point each. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Um, I don't remember anything about that game. I'm gonna remember very few bits about the game, so the results section of this should be quite quick because there's not a lot to talk about. Um, Arsenal won, so that's a home win. Oh, there we go. Now we should end it. Look at us
You we should have stopped.
shine.
Mm.
Man United, Sunderland, Man United, one of their better performances of the year, but conversely, Sunderland, one of their
Also,
worstest.
yeah,
So,
I'd agree with that.
Man United win. That is Darren takes the lead this week.
What does that?
Chelsea, Liverpool. I don't remember that game happening at all, if I'm honest.
That game?
What a game!
Was that
What a
postponed
game!
or I don't know
It
what
was
happened
void.
to that
It was
one?
Ends the
technically
Yeah,
game
void.
ends the game fined £8 for absolutely losing his rag.
and that is a Chris win. That
Let's
one.
go.
Villa versus Burnley was a Villa win.
Villa win.
It doesn't sound like it would be particularly interesting, but we're a home win,
They
and it's
won,
me.
and
You we
Ollie
should have stopped.
Watkins scored. Was about
We're
the
two two
gist of
two at the
that.
minute.
2-2-2.
2-2-2. This is the most
Okay.
even it's been since we started doing this. Everton Palace. Oh, Everton stole it at the end with a
Stole it, yeah.
93rd
Grealish.
minute
Grealish.
Grealish.
Jackie boy.
And that's me. I told
But we
you.
finally clawing
I,
some
I
back.
vaguely remember saying like I don't think I picked this one. I think somebody else. I might have picked last on this one. I can't remember, but I
Pretty
remember
sure
being
I
pretty
went
happy with
Palace.
Everton. Yeah, you definitely picked
Yeah.
Palace, and I was happy with Everton. I thought that they could do something. They're on a good run of form. It was inevitable Palace's run of form would end at some point, and why not at the
Yeah. They still
Hill
played well.
Dickinson
Still played
Stadium,
well.
whatever it's called?
Yes.
Right, Forest and Newcastle. It's a Newcastle 2-0 win. More misery for Forest. That's a down. There was a lot of
Yeah.
home wins in this week.
Makes
There
a
is,
change for me to
isn't
get some home wins, to be fair.
Wolves,
Yeah.
Brighton 1-1. I don't remember anything about that goal. Brighton got a draw towards the end in the 86th minute, but that probably
Yeah.
doesn't tell the full story with the respect to Leeds. To Wolves, sorry. Yeah, Brighton had
remember.
17 shots, but it was a draw, and the draw goes to me.
Oh, mate, absolutely.
Wait, this is my best
flying.
week. Genuinely, this is my best week. I've doubled my score, boys. Literally doubled my
Yeah.
score. Right, and then Brentford versus Man City. They tried to hold on, but they couldn't. Man City did win. They got the goal quite early.
We'll find out who went first.
Brentford huffed and puffed.
Should be
But-
Chris's all day long.
Yeah, it
Was
should be
it me?
Chris's.
Did I pick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which one did I go last on?
I thought you picked Brentford, mate, to be honest.
So what we saying? Chris got 3,
3.
Daz got 3, and I got
3.
4.
Oh,
It's pretty even.
even Stevens.
Now, if I just do that for the next 10 weeks, I'll actually catch up. Maybe. Right. week 8, this week's fixtures. These are
Spin the
boxes we've
wheel.
got to fill in. Here's one I made earlier. I've weighted it so that Jamie gets to go first. I'm
He's got
joking.
like an
I don't know if
additional-
it's
Maybe we actually
possible.
go
I actually don't know if
Can
it's
I see the
possible.
percentages on this wheel?
I don't think
please?
there is
On-
anything like that. No, I don't want to switch to advanced mode. I don't know what that means. Okay, clearly I'm
Advanced
not in
wheel.
advanced mode. Right, Jamie, Darren,
Spin the
Chris.
wheel.
Who's going first this week?
Going first, you're like.
Darren.
Go on.
You're
I
about
don't
to
think he's been
find
first
out.
yet.
No, he's been last, like all but one. So we're going Daz, and then.
You. Oh.
Oh! No! There's no way.
I genuinely thought I was going to stop. That went on
I should do
forever.
it. There's no way. Right, Darren, Chris, and
Mwah.
Jamie. That's outrageous how close
Stunning
that was.
behaviour. Stunning.
Right, boys, I've got the fixtures. Obviously, it's always difficult after international break. We've got people travelling from South America and all over the world, especially for Chelsea, actually. It's quite significant. People like, I don't know if Garnacho went, but Caicedo, Pedro,
Caicedo's not. Oh,
Esteval. They've had some pretty big players travel a long way. So is it going to make a difference? Any injuries that we're aware of? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I think it's always going to be harder after an international break. So with that said, Forest versus Chelsea. Darren, you're up first. What do we think?
I'm going for an away win, please, sir.
You know what I'm going to do as well before you do that? So that I know which one of us is picking first.
Good idea, sir. Good idea.
There we go.
Like it.
We'll just make it small, just so we know who's gone first. So sorry, Darren, say it again, mate.
An away win, please. Forest up. Poor Chelsea will be high on their last result against whoever it was. I can't really remember. Just know
What a
The
game.
the game
What a
before the
game.
game before, right? Because remember the one before the international break, that didn't happen, that one. So the game before that one.
Yeah, I think they'll be in high spirits. Chelsea win.
They have got big. As I said, they're one of the teams that have got quite a few South American important players. People like Caicedo, Esteval, João Pedro, Liam Delap still injured. So who plays up
like
front?
500 players.
Palmer's injured. Well, yeah, fair. Can Ange get something for Forest?
He'd love to get something for Forest.
Maybe he needs to get something for Forest.
He needs to get something for Forest, but he won't. I'm going for the draw. I think the whole Ange thing's going to carry on. Long may it rain. He's probably going to be sad. Their next run of fixtures is horrendous as well.
Is it?
Their next 4 games is something like obviously Chelsea. They've got United, Bournemouth. I think they've got Leeds away. So,
relegation fight, that one.
Yeah, literally is.
So life doesn't get easier.
Half of their 50-man squad out, but they'll just draft some other players in. And I don't want Forest to win. So
it's an opportunity for Buonanotte.
Go on, Buonanotte. What a player.
I will obviously go home win. I'm not particularly confident, but what I will say is that if there's a game that Forest can win, it's going to be a game like this where they don't have possession. I don't think Ange tried to change Forest too much. He seems to have kept them with their quite defensive counter-attack style. So under Nuno, I think a lot of people would have thought, oh, you know what, Forest might. Who knows what Ange can do with the same players. Morgan Gibbs-White is still there. Wood's still there, and he didn't really do much travelling. He stayed in Europe, didn't he, for the international break. So they've still got people like Elliot Anderson, who's brilliant. They've got Yates, who's playing really well. Their defence is still brilliant. This is one of the best defences that was last year. So if there's a game where they can. It's this one.
Did that Igor Jesus go to Brazil? Or
Igor Thiago, I don't know. Oh no, that's the Brentford guy. Thiago's the Brentford guy.
Yeah,
don't know.
Their new striker, he might start, but they're conceding goals and they're not scoring. So
it's never a good formula.
On the training pitch has given some luck. We'll see.
Exactly. Right, moving on then. Chris, you get first pick. Brighton versus Newcastle. Not.
God, what a game this could be.
Yeah.
Newcastle have got. I don't know if they're still missing a few players. I think they're missing. Visser's still not ready.
I think he's out until after the new November one, maybe.
I think Ramsey might be back.
Okay.
Not 100% sure on that. But Brighton generally do well against the bigger teams. Seen that against Man City this season.
They're a difficult team to predict, Brighton, aren't they? Because they can have their moments, but
exactly
they're inconsistent. Inconsistent's the worst thing to try and predict.
My father-in-law's a Toon, so let's go for a Newcastle win. Anthony Gordon in the headband. Let's roll with it.
Can we just say on that headband, I'm fine with him wearing a headband, speaking as a man that's worn headbands, but his is massive. It's almost like a bandana. It's enormous, isn't it?
And they've got 6'6" matey up front as well.
Voltamade.
Still scoring.
I think I'm going to go for a Brighton win here. I think
this could be anything. So anybody goes at any point.
I think Newcastle sort of need to win it more, but almost it's not desperation, but the fact that they're going to try and win it more, I think gives Brighton maybe a bit of hope. Someone like a Yakuba Minter or Mitoma could really hurt them. Danny Welbeck's still surprisingly doing bits. Yeah, I mean the Belabor stuff, but I don't think he's having his best season. So everything that Brighton are doing is without a brilliant Belabor.
Summer transfer sagas.
Yeah, well, and obviously that's going to continue into the next two windows, I'm sure, if we don't move in the next one.
Yeah.
Darren, you get the draw, mate. Thoughts?
I'll take it. I'm happy with that. I said game that could go either way. Draw could be a fair result.
We could spin a wheel on that one, and that could be the best way of getting that one. Right, my go first on what might be the most boring game of the weekend: Burnley versus Leeds.
It's a 6-pointer, though. Isn't
it is a 6-pointer. It's a This is a relegation dogfight. It's the one you don't want to lose. You don't necessarily need to win, but you don't want to lose. So I'm going to go for a draw. I worry that because both teams are desperate to not lose, it will be like a 0-0 draw. I don't think either team are exactly free scoring at the minute, and I think it's gonna be a bit of a poor showing, I'm afraid. Darren, you are up next, sir.
I will take an away win, please.
Okay.
I feel like Leeds might just have a little bit extra than Burnley. They'll get a goal. DCL. Hat-trick this week again.
We keep calling it. It's going to happen one week, right?
It's going to happen, and it's going to sound amazing on the video.
Oh, it might not. You need him to do an advert. That's when he generally starts playing his best form.
Dressing up for Vogue again or whatever it was.
So yes, I'm confident with a Leeds win.
What are we saying, boys? Are either of these staying up?
Out of both of them two, I think Leeds have got the better chance.
Okay.
From what we've seen earlier on this season, Daniel Farke's actually had some money to spend for once, so it's not looking like.
What, you mean Norwich don't spend loads of money?
Yeah. But, no.
Chris, you get Burnley, mate. Thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, if they channel their defensiveness from the Championship, then maybe they've got a chance, but they need to start scoring goals. And this could be the game to kickstart that. So.
Agreed, mate. Agreed. Okay, this one I think could be a belter. Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. Darren, you're up first. And genuinely could be game of the weekend. I think a game on Sunday might be the predicted game of the weekend so far. But by when the actual game plays, when we actually play, when the game actually happens, we look back on which was the best game. I think it might be this one. Both teams love scoring goals. Both teams love playing decent football.
Mm-hmm.
I wish this game was on TV.
Is it not? Oh, is it 3 o'clock? Oh.
Yeah, it's 12:30, and then these are all 3 o'clock.
I'm gonna go Palace.
Sure. Actually, no. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we said we were taking first. First answer.
I'm not sure, but
So
I'm
they're
going with
going to dust themselves
Palace.
off after the Everton. I mean, the pain of that 93rd minute winner for Everton, I guess they can channel that. Nice.
Yes.
Chris?
Sorry. Oh God. I've got to go for Bournemouth. Semenyu's been absolutely tearing it up. Him and Cliver have got a really nice partnership going on, and they don't seem to be suffering from that. We've sold half
Their
of our best
whole
team,
defence. They've sold their whole defence and they're
And they're
still
brought in a
doing
whole
very
new
well.
defence, and Iraiola's absolutely doing bit.
I think I read that they've got like their top 3 for least expected goals against. So
Yeah.
they've lost their whole defence bar one player, their right back maybe, and yet they're still
They're
super solid defensively. Unbelievable job.
Palace potentially have had a few more internationals leave than Bournemouth have. I think Mateta's been with France, hasn't he? So
Oof.
might be a bit of tiredness there. But yeah, I'll take the Bournemouth win. Iraola to carry on the good start to the season.
I will obviously have the remaining draw, and honestly, I'm not mad about it. I think I would have picked a draw or a Bournemouth win. It might be, everyone went hype about Palace and their unbeaten run, but as with all things, they come to an end. And is it a bit like London buses now, where there's going to be a couple back to back, and
I don't
Bournemouth
think
is a
so.
really
It's
hard
Lesnor's
game.
class.
He is, but Bournemouth is a really tough game. They've got
He's
a lot
showing
of
a
really good
certain
players,
other
as
team
have
in
Palace.
Yeah, he's showing a certain other team in the Premier League how to play 3-5-2.
What, that maybe it's not the formation.
Yes.
Right, Man City versus Everton. I think this could be an underrated game,
In what sense?
in that I think a lot of people will look at this and go, look at Man City's form. Everton are doing better this season, but it's still Everton. Man City at home, Haaland in the form of his life this season.
Yep.
Foden coming back to it. Everton are going to get absolutely demolished, and City are going to walk it. I'm not sure it's that clear cut.
It is, considering that they can't play Grealish as well.
Yeah, but they've got Keenan Dewsbury Hall, mate, and Njai. And Beto.
Okay.
Chris,
Still
you're up
go for
first
a
anyway, mate.
Yeah, still go for a Man City win, okay?
I
Haaland absolutely tearing it up. Foden to continue.
keep supplying the
I think he
goods.
has. If we consider the exciting international break that we've just been through, and how the England squad is kind of squaring up, Foden has to channel that season from a couple back to even stand a chance of getting in the squad.
Yeah, right now he's not going to the World Cup, is he? Let's be honest, especially because I know Palmer's injured at the minute. Bellingham's just come back from injury, and there's lots of rumours about the Jude stuff with Thomas. But
I think it's ridiculous.
if you're looking for a cam today, Jude and Palmer are probably ahead. Madison's got next to no hope.
Get Morgan Rogers, mate.
He was going to be the guy I was going to call out. Where what Thomas is seeing at the minute is he's got a guy that is doing what he wants him to do.
You can rely on him.
And Morgan Rogers is doing exactly what he needs to, saying, "Boss, what do you want from me? Okay, I'm going to do that at a very good level, so that when it comes to making that decision, do we want the Foden that I haven't seen play for me?" Who might be in good form, who might win the Premier League, who might win the Champions League, but hasn't done anything for me? Or do I pick the guy I know who knows how to play how I want them to play? I've already told him, and he's been practicing it for the last year. So I agree, Foden needs to maintain this form all season.
He needs to kick on that form. Obviously, Man City will have had a lot of players go on international break and come back. So
did Haaland get like another 5 against Liechtenstein or something?
God knows, I didn't see it. But no, I think Man City will win. I think it'll be a comfortable victory, without Grealish sitting in the stands, probably with a few Budweisers and his old Man City mates. He'll be happy either way.
Well, he'd probably be in his own box at the stadium, but wearing his Everton kit. That'd be amazing. I'm going to go for the draw. Although I said that I don't think it's going to be as comfortable, I'm not going to pick. I know, mate. I don't think Everton are going to win this match. Can they? Yes. Will they? Probably not. I think missing Grealish is going to restrict their offensive capabilities. I think if Grealish was playing, I'd have been more tempted for an Everton win because again, it's that
Yeah,
I've got something to prove. I think Grealish would have been man of the match because he wants to show Pep and everyone else
it's that returning
this
player
is what you've given
spark,
up.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but with no Grealish, I worry that Everton won't score. But I think they can hold on to a draw. I don't see a draw as being a oh my god, Man City really dropped the ball on this one. That could be a really good result.
Mhm.
Darren, you obviously get Everton, mate. So some Liverpool fan you are.
What did you?
Do you think they have a chance or not
They have a
really?
very good chance. It's going to be a nice 1-0 win to Everton.
Just what sort of sit back and nick it when they can.
Going to nick a nice early goal and then just defend for the rest of the game.
Things you love to
Defend for
see.
the lives.
To be fair, and if that is the case, keep it at 3 o'clock. We don't need to watch that
we
one.
don't need to see that. Yeah. Correct.
Right, Sunderland versus Wolves. Oh, I really want to pick Wolves because I feel like I'm Wolves' little cheerleader because I really want them to come good. But I can't go against Sunderland because Sunderland have had such a. I put Sunderland down to comfortably go down bottom of the second bottom of the
A
Premier
lot of
League.
people do.
And I think they've proven me really, really wrong. There is a world where they stay up quite comfortably now, and when you consider they spent 3 or 4 years before they get relegated, flirting with relegation, they've actually got the ability to stay up quite comfortably now. Especially when you look at West Ham, and how their season's panning out. It's not going wonderful for them. Forest could find themselves down there, so Sunderland are in a really good chance here. And obviously Wolves themselves not performing well, not being able to win games, and I just don't see that changing this weekend. I'm afraid. Sorry, Wolves fans. Daz.
I'm going to go for a Wolves win
Oh, because
this is their time to come good. They're going to go
They
on
have
a
played
nice
good
football.
football.
It was like last season, they played good football. They just weren't getting the result.
they had a bad start to last
They had a
season too,
really
didn't
bad
they?
start, yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like
See
they've
if
got
their
a good
manager
chance
wants
against
that.
Sunderland. So
Shouldn't
Yeah,
have gave the
see if their
manager his
manager warrants that.
Yeah, they shouldn't have gave it to
contract
him.
extension.
Why would you go? Oh, form's a bit poor. We're going to give you a new deal, unless the new deal's got release clause in it that says, you know what, if you aren't doing very well, we're going to get rid of you, and it'll cost us less. Chris, you get the draw, mate. Thoughts?
Boring, 0-0, worst game of the week.
I mean, the only problem with, I can see it. I genuinely can see it, but Wolves can't defend, so and
True.
Sunderland have been pretty good going forward as well.
The issue Sunderland are going to have is when it comes to January and 75% of their squad goes to
they're going to
Africa.
be gone, aren't they?
Fair.
Yeah.
Xhaka, bless him, holding the whole club together
Yeah.
by himself.
He'll
A
be playing with
one-man
the under 18.
What's the Marvel film where? No, is it Spider-Man that has the webs out of the ferry when he's trying to hold two
Yeah,
halves
trying
of
to
a
hold it
ferry?
together.
That's going to be
Yeah,
Xhaka in
yeah.
January.
Yeah.
We spoke about it earlier with Burnley Leeds being a 6-pointer. This is absolutely a 6-pointer too, right? On paper, maybe not.
Lower.
In reality,
Yeah.
maybe not because Sunderland are doing what their top half at the minute. But
Yep.
based
Top
on
six,
early
man.
predictions, this would have been a 6-pointer, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Could
Nice.
still make a difference at the end of the season.
Absolutely.
It could.
Right. We've got a London derby because we don't have loads of those every year. Fulham versus Arsenal. Darren, you are up first, my friend. You got to go, Daz, with what you think will happen, not what you want will happen.
What he thinks
like
and what he
an-
wants is the same thing.
Yeah.
5-0 Fulham. That's what I heard Darren say.
I'm not liking all these away wins, but I'm going to have to add to my away win little tally thing.
Boo.
I'd love for Fulham to win or even draw. Arsenal dropping points would be fantastic, but top of the table at the moment, they look all right. Fulham
They look like the best team in the Premier League right now, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do look
Today,
solid.
they look like the best team in the Premier League.
They look fantastic, which is hard to say, but it is what it is.
Chris?
Oh, that was a hard pill to swallow. It was joyous hearing you two say that.
Oh, mate, form's temporary, but what is it? Class is permanent. Like Liverpool will turn it around, Man City will turn it around. It's fine. Arsenal at the minute are the best team in the Premier League, but
Yeah.
who knows what will
It's a long
happen?
season.
Yeah, exactly.
a
By the
long
next
season.
international break, we could be going, oh, Arsenal have dropped a little bit, and I don't know, Newcastle look unbelievable.
And Man City are bottom because of all their charges they've got on bank documents.
We haven't got a
That's
long enough
true.
video to talk
Very
about that,
true.
boys. Maybe when
Yeah.
that comes out, we can have a good chat, a good chinwag. That could be a separate video. Right, Fulham, Arsenal. Chris, what are you going for, mate?
Arsenal historically are really bad at Craven Cottage. Fulham are unbeaten at home this season, so I think it'd be daft not to choose Fulham to carry on that unbeaten and go for a Fulham win.
Nice. I think Fulham
Marco
are such a
Marco
weird
Silva's in the
team, aren't they? They're not really
They
setting
are,
any
yeah.
fires, but they don't seem to ever
Marco
do
Silva's
bad or wonderful. They're just it sounds really really horrible, but in the best kind of way. They're they're average. They're really average, but in a Premier League where being average is 10th, 11th, 12th and gets you 100 million quid or whatever every year, it's not a bad
not bad,
average,
is
is
it?
it?
Marco
Which is okay.
Silva's Marco Silva's done a fantastic job there. He's in his last year of his contract. I think he's weighing up some options from
I don't want to see him go to like a
probably.
Saudi or something. He could be looking at
No, I think
a
he's looking
Newcastle. If
higher
Eddie
up the
Howe moves
pyramid.
up, or if Chelsea are looking for a new manager,
Could even end up at Forest.
Man
But
United, I think he could do a really good job at a lot of teams.
so I think he'll want to stamp his authority on this one, and the history and the form kind of points towards that as well. So
I
Fulham for
will
the victory.
take yet another draw. I'm not too unhappy about it. This on paper, Arsenal should win this game, but Chris, as you rightly say, Fulham at home, it's not a dead set.
Not an easy place to go.
It wouldn't surprise me if this was yet another 1-1 or a
A lovely
0-0.
place to go, but not a nice place to go.
Absolutely. Right, Spurs Villa. This is Chris going first. Spurs Villa. So it's a tough one. Villa back in form.
Yeah, I would argue form. I mean,
But they've lost
well, they
3.
got the international break.
Is it 3 wins in a row or something for them?
2.
They've at least had a couple of wins in a row.
Yeah.
They've turned the corner from their really poor start.
Yeah. I fancy Spurs. I think Spurs will win. I think they'll carry on their decent start to the season, and Thomas Frank will work his magic over Emre.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because you want to almost, or I at least wanted to say sort of like the Thomas Frank reinvention or the Thomas Frank resurrection of Spurs. But whilst they finished poorly in the Premier League, they won a European title. So how much better are they, or are they just? Is it like that rub of the green, those rubs of the green that they weren't getting last season?
Yeah.
They're just having. Is it just that little like a couple of % luck?
If you base it on
Either
last
side.
season under M, the league shows you kind of your true form and what your team is. Cup games are a one-off. You can win a cup
Do
game.
cup games show your potential because they're a one-off?
I think it can. I think as a player or as a manager or coach, you can get your players up more for a cup game, depending on how far in it and where you go in and how it looks.
The taste of silverware is a motivator.
Rather than run-of-the-mill league, you're just thinking, right, boys, we're not really going to do much here. Let's just put all our eggs in one basket, and that's what they did last year. But no, they look a far much better team overall under Frank, and I think they'll do a number on Villa this weekend.
That they do, mate. They do look better. I am going to go for a Villa win, and I would have done beforehand. I think, as I said, Villa, they seem to have turned the corner. Unai Emery, a fantastic manager, seems to have worked it out again.
Rodgers to carry on his international.
Yeah, I mean, Rodgers can only come back in more confidence than what he was when he went. My boy Harvey Elliott's there.
Yeah,
Watkins is going to be back into form. John McGinn I'm a huge fan of John McGinn. And my worry for Spurs is like who do they play up front? Because they could go Richarlison, that's fine, but he's been over at Brazil, down in South America, so that's problematic. They don't have a Son anymore. They got Matthias Tell, but he's a youngster. He's not. I'm
He's a
not going to go,
youngster.
oh wow, Spurs are definitely going to win now because Tell's going to start.
Still
Can
got
Xavi
Kudos.
Simmons get a
Still
song
got,
out? Can they get a song out of him?
yeah,
I
still got
don't
Brendan
know.
Johnson.
So
So
I'm happy. I'm happy with the Villa win, and this again could be a really good game. I need to make sure I'm
Yeah.
at the TV for this one. Darren, you are left with a draw. Oh, I love how this has turned out. Sorry, Darren, you are left with a draw here, mate. And thoughts?
Not what I wanted, but it's what I've got.
What would you have gone for? What was your?
I would have gone for a Villa win.
Oh,
you both would have gone for a Villa win. Okay.
Mm, gone for a Villa
interesting.
win.
Interesting.
But I'll take the draw. It could be a draw. It's
You need a couple more draws, mate. Like, you've only got the 2 in here.
just those home wins I'm lacking on again.
Yeah, just the solitary one. And you're not getting
you
the
still wanna
next one
leave the
either,
home-
mate.
You can leave it if you want.
No, so okay, the next game we'll try and not be too biased on this one.
Well, you might as well plug these in already. I know where it's going to go, or I can already guess.
So I will obviously go for a Liverpool win, not because I'm a Liverpool fan, although that obviously is part of it. It's a little bit like what I was saying with Wolves, and it's a little bit what's happened with Villa. At some point, Liverpool are gonna click, and when like Liverpool are a point off top, then second.
You hope so.
That's when they're playing really bad. Yes, they've lost 3 games in a row, 2 of which were in the Premier League, one of which was against Palace, one was against Chelsea. Arguably, they should have won on paper. They should have won at least one of those games. They certainly shouldn't be losing both of them. But more
Salah gonna
importantly than the
find the form.
loss, it's the performances. I think most people can agree that it's not the results that's the issue. It's the performances. You know, if you win 5 and lose 2 games every 7 games, your season's going to be all right. You won't win the title, but you're not having a bad season. So the media, social media, can get a bit hyperbolic about positioned, but it's fine. I think this is the game where Liverpool turn up. It's the Manchester United. Like, how can Liverpool not turn up? Salah loves this game. Salah has so many goals in this game. Wirtz is going to get a taste of it. Is Isak up and running now? Is he essentially, has he had his pre-season now? Is he fit and firing? Ekatike is going to be there chomping at the bit. You know, I can't wait to see Gakpo play the whole game again whilst doing nothing really. Is Kanate going to come back from France with a bit of form?
Isn't he injured?
Who, Kanate?
Yeah. Didn't he do his hamstring?
I don't know. Either way, or Gomez. I'm not mad if it's Gomez. Again, it's players that have played
I'm
this
pretty
game
sure
before.
I read or heard something this week that he's done his hamstring.
So, okay, maybe. I still think Liverpool are going to win it. Darren, I'm going to guess you're not going to go for a win for United.
You would guess correctly. I'd rather not put a prediction in and go for that.
Fair. Chris can
You
just
could be
have
happy
draw
both
and
ways,
away
though.
win.
If you go for the away win, you could be happy.
No, because then it'll
And if you
draw. Then
win,
it'd
you
be
could be-
they'll be well annoyed.
No, I'll not be happy. They should not be winning this game. They are awful.
They won their last game, which is more than we can say.
If they win this game, I'm not playing this game anymore.
We'll go
United
to
strand.
2-player predictions, just me and Chris.
Can the United strand finally get back-to-back games? He only needs another 4 games in
3.
a row to find
No,
the
he needs
hair.
3, right? It's 2 that he's done. He needs 5, so he just needs 3 more games in a row.
Oh,
So, Chris, you are
Well,
getting Man
poor
United.
Oh yeah.
Without
I mean, I
wanting
would've
to
picked
rage
it,
bait
but,
me and
yeah.
Darren, what are your thoughts?
The game as a whole, I think it's a bigger game for Liverpool than it is United. I think they need to start showing now that you can start converting these chances. Salah's been well off, whether that's regarding what's happened with Diogo in the summer, whether that's happened with the changes that's happened with the team, is he missing his mate Trent? We don't. I think it could be a combination or a factor of all of those.
Well, and everyone
But,
around him has changed, remember. So if you think about his position on the pitch, literally everyone that would be near him has changed.
He's still getting chances though, but he's missing them. the ones that you could probably put your mortgage on and said he would have scored. So I think it's a huge game for.
I think he's
for Liverpool.
overplaying as well. I think it was the last game or the game before. There was a few times where he had cut in and was on his left foot, but he was just a bit too far out, and then he's snatching it, or it's wayward. And there are some times where I think he probably should, and maybe last year would have passed that ball. Now he's keeping hold of it to have the shot because I don't know if he feels that he needs to carry the team a little bit more. He's almost taken that Gerrard mantle to say, well, nobody else is going to win it, so I'm going to do it. And maybe there's a little bit of trust there that he just needs to trust what he's doing and trust the team, and trust these strangers around him, which they mostly are. And that relationship will build. So, but it'll
you need
come.
McAllister to find last year's form as well.
Well, so he's unlikely to start because of being in South America.
You've lost a few players, actually, haven't you? So
less than we used to, so it's fine.
Different.
Well, I think it's only McAllister we've lost for the South America. Like Diaz. I think so.
Oh.
So I think it'd be a Soboslai, Gravenberg, and Verts midfield. Which is...
But United, God knows what team United's going to turn up. If it's based on previous form, they can't win back-to-back games, so they'll probably get hammered. It'll probably be like a 7-0, or Bruno Fernandes will turn into prime Luka Modric.
Is he injured?
Run the show. So
he might be injured, mate. Isn't he? If he's injured, it's a really big blow. Really big blow.
Is it though? Does it free up that midfield to become more solid? Does Mainu finally get his chance in there?
Maybe, but then
a better, more balanced team, should we say? But
they'll probably concede less, but then they score less. He's the most creative player in the Premier League this year.
Will Amarin change a defender at 60, 70 minutes for no reason, potentially? God knows.
Well, if he does, they'll probably be losing and he'll still change a defender.
It should be a cracking game.
Looking forward to that. 4:30 Sunday. Right, Monday Night Football, the last fixture of the weekend. Darren, you're up first. West Ham versus Brentford. Oh, Monday Night Football, how you spoil us.
Imagine this is going to be very exciting.
This could be a set-piece, long throw special game. This could be.
I don't know. I just...
You generally stumped him.
It's... it is what it is, mate. It is what it is.
I'm just going to go West Ham because I've only got one home win.
That's an interesting... an interesting choice. Nice strategy, Cotton. Nice strategy. Fair.
Right, that's all I can say.
That's all you can say.
I don't know which way this game will go. I can't.
Nuno. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's similar to what we were saying.
Nuno's had some time with them.
It's what we were saying earlier with Forest. Nuno's had a bit more time. James Ward-Prowse is probably in the under-21 team now because we all know Nuno doesn't like him.
He's become the new cleaning tea lady. How much Nuno hates him.
So, what's he going to cook up? Chris, you next, mate. You've got a draw or an away win available?
Away win. I'm going to
Brentford to maintain there.
I think he's done really well to. I think a lot of people wrote them off when Frank left, and Andrews kind of came in as a bit of an unknown. But Brentford, don't know. They just seem to know what they're doing. A bit like Brighton, they're well-run club. They seem to get it right more times than they get it wrong, and they seem to have stumbled upon another formula that's going to work well for them.
Well, consider they lost both of their strikers as well, their top goal scorer and their second top goal scorer and their creative player and their captain.
Players to replace them.
Henderson's been amazing.
Yeah,
Thiago's been. What is he? He's got 4 goals. Is he he might be the second or third top goal scorer this season.
And the West Ham fans aren't happy. I think there's a big protest going on either before, during, or after the game. So the whole atmosphere could be turned very, very sour very quick. So I think there's going to be a lot of empty seats, and Brentford could capitalise on that.
Nice. Right. I will have the draw. Honestly, again, this is one of those ones where you can spin a wheel and anything can happen. There is a world I can see where all 3 of these results come true. So having the draw, I'm not mad about it. But there it is. There are our predictions for this week. If you like it, like,
Finally.
subscribe.
We've only had 2 weeks to do this. We've just been faffing about.
We're gonna
with it.
get better. Tuesdays we're gonna film it. We'll get this stuff
Yeah,
out on
we
a
need
Wednesday.
to sort a day out.
We'll
We
get
need to
stuff
sort a
sorted
day
on a
out
Monday.
and get this sorted.
Film
But
on a
no.
Tuesday. I'll get the videos published on a Wednesday. We're golden. Right. Take it easy. Peace.
Have a good one.
It is.